Investigators say on Christmas, Isaac Abarca Diaz went to the home where his ex-wife and her new boyfriend were. The incident ending with shots fired and Abarca Diaz on the run. December 25th, 2023, Northwest Baltimore. It's Christmas morning. A family is gathered inside of a home here on Bancroft Road in Northwest Baltimore's Glen community, when suddenly, according to investigators, a familiar face shows up. That familiar face identified as 39-year-old Isaac Abarca Diaz.
Diaz arrived to the home where his ex-wife and his ex-wife's boyfriend were.
Investigators say Abarca Diaz begins arguing with his ex-wife's new boyfriend. The argument quickly escalating.
The two men began arguing, then it turned physical down the stairwell.
According to investigators, the two men began wrestling in a backdoor stairwell. Abarca Diaz then pulling out a gun.
Diaz then pulls out a firearm, points it at the boyfriend of his ex-wife, and pulls the trigger 2 times.
I-34, I have a call coming off of Class of Help, 3905 Bancroft. It says they hear a female running on the block yelling for help.
Neighbors call 911 after hearing the gunshots and a woman's cry for help.
And now we're getting a call an assault in progress at 3911 Bancroft. All right, guys, it's turning into a discharge in 3911 Bancroft. Shots fired.
09, I'm en route.
Police respond.
The witnesses are saying they heard gunshots in the basement.
And find the victim in the basement.
Miraculously, the male victim isn't hit.
The bolts missed him.
House was clear.
Abarca Diaz had already fled the scene. Police put out a bolo.
All right, guys, if y'all see a gray car that's involved a Hispanic male with black clothing on, says the female was stating that the father has a gun.
Abarca Diaz on the run and armed.
Diaz does have a criminal history, and Diaz does have violent tendencies within his criminal history. Anybody who is going to brandish a firearm and pull that trigger towards a subject or a witness or a victim needs to be off the streets. We can't have somebody running around with a firearm who's willing to use it.
Take a good look. Abarca Diaz stands at about 5'2" and weighs approximately 130 pounds. Investigators do warn he is known to have violent tendencies. If you have any information regarding his whereabouts, you're asked to contact the U.S. Marshal Service, the tip line number 1-877-WANTED-2. Or you can contact agents directly at 202-819-5058. Update. A Baltimore man accused of forcing himself onto a woman as she slept has been captured. Last summer, Thomas Jones was featured on Maryland's Most Wanted. The fugitive was wanted for 3 sex offenses, including second-degree rape and assault charges for an incident that occurred back in April 2023. Investigators say police located Jones on West Lexington Street in West Baltimore and took him into custody. Jones is due in court next month. If you recognize any of our fugitives, remember you can always remain anonymous and you could earn a reward. I'm Alexa Ashwell, and this is Maryland's Most Wanted.